Welcome to the ISO builder, and it is really an ISO builder because the video is about an ISO that I just built 2 seconds ago on ArcoLinuxD. That's where you need to be. I've built myself an ArcoLinuxD ISO. Start here, installation. And the video that I'm gonna replace is the one here. And there is one as well on ArcoLinux.com, right? How to install ArcoLinuxD, how to install ArcoLinux.com. And if you've seen a few videos, all the B's are just the same. So how to install ArcoLinuxD base installation, that's the most technical thing. This is for the people who are intermediate Linux user. A beginner user shouldn't go venture his way into ArcoLinuxD. Take a look at the ArcoLinux University path that we have. That's phase 6. So after years of working on an ArcoLinux based system, then maybe you can figure out ArcoLinuxD because it's quite bare. SDM, make it work. Bluetooth, make it work. CUPS, make it work. So CUPS is printing, make it work, right? It's all about a lot of knowledge. And here where it doesn't show, but here I think it's gonna be, that's the base installation. Here we go to how to install ArcoLinuxD, right? So these two options, there's always the easy installation and the advanced installation. I'll try to make it in one video and show it in here. Okay, let's go. I just built myself an ISO. Let's play with it. Super F7, the core ISOs. ArcoLinuxD is over here. The ISO is in the downloads. No, is in the ArcoLinuxD out in here. So yes, of course, it's the one from July, but it doesn't matter, right? It's just the latest things. We're always progressing. You'll be able to download the 06 shortly. So as usual, you have to decide, what do I have as computer? Do I have an NVIDIA card? Then maybe it's best to choose this one or that one. But if it's an old computer, this is for support of the new NVIDIA cards. So an older system might benefit more with open source or might benefit more with this one. So it's up to you to figure out. And I think most of us, certainly in VirtualBox or VMware, anything virtual, right, the first line will help. Then you study, you see what ArcoLinux is all about, and then you can decide later on to install the real metal, and then the drivers become important. So we burn our USB with Etcher, that's our recommendation. Or ISO, you burn it with Etcher on USB. And there is something changed. This welcome app has changed, and the communication here is quite clear, I hope. Use the base installation. Here we call it base since it's ArcoLinuxD, and the others they call easy installation. Base really means black screen. It's fun, but it's Arch kind of thing, Arch Linux installation. So see a few videos on ArcoLinuxD phase 7, I guess it is, and there you see how it's done, right? But this is, well, past a few commands. It's already something, but it is indeed a back screen, and it's up to you to install SDM or LightDM and then desktops and so more. Such a more, right? We've made a deal with you guys. We're going to keep in the advanced installation, but if it fails, it can fail. Pacman can fail. So many things can fail, right? But in April 2022, it was the Pacman conflict yes, no thing. But we keep it in, and the deal is, it fails, take this one. So, right, let's just get an overview already. You can easily quit everything. So welcome, location, keyboard, partitions, user summary, install. Any installer will give you similar things, right? This is without issues. It will always work, base installation or easy installation. This depends on your internet, the Wi-Fi, the connection, your router, how fast is your computer dying, and the Pacman conflicts or not, keys and all that. Okay. This is a little bit more. The fun of this thing is, let's keep this, well, it's the latest yesterday, I think, newest calamari. So in the same time, it's testing and combining a question on Discord at this point in time. I'm gonna select some things, and then it's in the same time an installation video. So American English is great for me. About, that's the version. And then next, you choose kernels if you want to. If you want to have, normally we have the standard Linux kernel, but we can decide if you have hardware that needs LTS and you know it already, you do it now. If you don't know, fine, keep off from these things. I do not touch these things. Okay, so if you need it, you install it. These things are installed on the computer system already, but this means update it. Go update it. Go get the latest. So let's suppose there is a latest, which is not possible since 5 seconds ago, right? But it stays there for months and months and months. So if you click this, it will go and find, is there something new for this particular driver, and we'll download it and install it. So here comes already the little technical stuff. And true, this is new. This is the only ISO where you get the choice at boot time. Since it's so bare, there was no sound anyway, right? There was never sound. All the other ISOs have default pulse audio. We're happy with it, we stick with it. What works, keep. But if you want to have a different kind of, well, system, and then you can select this one. It's all about pipewire them, or you select that one, and it's all about pulse audio. So it's a choice, and that's important for us, giving people choices, giving people freedom. And yes, if on all the other systems we have a tool, the ArcoLinux tweak tool, and it will be just a switch up, back to pipewire, back to pulse audio, and you see what works best. Next, well, yeah, it's a hardware thing, it's a VirtualBox thing. I mean, no need to install any of these guys. But yes, on real metal, you think about these things. Do I want this? Do I want that? Next, you want to be greeted with something. By default, we know most of the people like SDM and works with SDM, and more importantly, it can be themed. So many themes, and we just stopped there, but there are so many more themes, and we've changed it a little bit to our likings. That's why we have a separate name. We found something, we said 90% okay, changed a little bit in the code, and voila, we've got our own theme. So SDM as login manager, a choice. Next, and then I have to open my my Discord, if I may, because I've closed everything off for the video. And there's a person who says, I've installed LeftWM. Alright, I've installed Awesome, super idea. I've installed DWM, great choice. And he has Qtile, Xmonad, BSPWM, Qtile is Monad. That's it, right? These are his choices from a user on Discord, and we're gonna see what happens. LeftWM, also DWM, Xmonad, BSP. Okay, we've got them all. Let's shut down Discord here. And let me kill it, like really kill it. Okay, 1 second. Control F, right mouse click on this little theme, kills it. Nice, right? LeftWM for the win. Next, all kind of choices and things you can install. We've checked, let's do these two guys, because we've changed the name from ArcoLinux to ArcoLinux, so another video where it says so, but it will be in there as a dependency. So if you go back, LeftWM, you'll see that the tweak tool is here and the logout is there. So check, double check. No need to install them in the next screen, because basically Pacman just executes, right? You selected it, you install it twice, you'll get it twice, right? Just once is enough. Next, wallpapers maybe. Why? For the greeting, right? If you log into something, then yeah, you want to have a wallpaper. So if the default ArcoLinux wallpapers are there, we're probably gonna be good on all these desktops. But if you don't mind a black screen or a gray screen, that's fine. All choices, you go over all the possibilities. These are the things most of us use in the Linux world. But things get added by other people's suggestions, so it's no longer my choice, basically, but it's our user base choice. Okay. I'm not going to install pulseaudio, so not going to go that way. Going to go ext4. Otherwise, I would choose this one as a choice. It has all the tools I need. These tools are coming from Garuda. Next. And this is mine. Why do I say mine? The developers, the beta testers. We want to have something nice when I want to speak with you guys. Have a Firefox, etc., etc. Right? Our selection of tools that we like to have around. Belgian. Next. Erase disk is my option. So lots of things. It's freedom. You see distributions who don't give a choice at all. It's going to be pulseaudio, it's going to be XFS, and you don't have the selection. So this is the full equal choices that Calamaris can give you as user. So you choose whatever you want. Why not choose XFS, right? Because I never do. X4 is my default one, but it's up to you. Choices. So log in automatically, yes, no. I'm a kind of fan of logging automatically. Maybe with the themes that we've had, we should do it like this. And then we install. And everything is off. It's going to install everything. I see sometimes people staying in the live environment and then say this and that, and this doesn't work. It's not the point in the ArcoLinuxD ISO that you do anything. Well, there's a reason why there is no menu, right? It's a pass-through thing. Here is Calamaris. Do your choices. Run. Now, we've done now the advanced option. The advanced option is never, ever possible without an internet connection. You probably have enough common sense to know that all the things we've selected are not on the ISO. So this is a net install. This is an online installation, not an offline installation. The other one can be an offline installation. I often say, sit down on the beach with your laptop and you can install it. That's that. The easy installation, the base installation. There's no need to go on the internet. Here there is. All the packages are from there. While I see this, there are still some tips to give. The internet. Well, make sure you get on the internet. That's the icon for it. And then updating. Where are you getting your packages from? I'm living in Belgium. If I'm getting my packages from Japan, it will take longer than I will get the packages from Sweden. That's the fastest server for me. I know that already. Belgium is not the fastest server in Belgium. Sweden is. So update your ArcoLinux mirrors. It's nothing to do with ArcoLinux. It's the ArcoLinux packages. 90% of what you see, play around with, is Arch. 5% is Arco and 5% is AOR. Arch User Repository. Look it up and you'll find that that is the real treasure behind ArcoLinux. That's all these users making package builds for us. And more importantly, maintaining them. So if you're new, we try to accommodate you with all kinds of information, release information, choose your project, core info, fast track, forum, Donate, please, because everything costs money. We host our packages on paid servers. Get involved if you don't have the money but have the time. This is well, a longer time commitment. This is a long time commitment. This is like ad hoc. Have 2 times a year some time to test ISOs. Great, great. AAG is for you. And of course, we are well known for our channel, the YouTube ArcoLinux channel. We are at video 2800 or something, and we share the knowledge with you. Any knowledge, right? Building ISOs, polypar, kernels, you name it, it's all there in playlists. But use the search on our channel, not the general YouTube search. That will not work. Use the channel from us, so this button here, and then there is this search down here, not at the top but more to the right, and there you can type in Conky and know everything there is to know about conkeys. Alright, so that's the tips I see in here, and we don't need it. Oh yeah, one more. If it happens lately, I mean, after hundreds of installations since more than 6 months, we did not have any issue anymore with Calamares crashing because of partitions that it could not get rid of, because basically it is not that often that we install on a blank SSD or a blank hard disk. Often there is already something there, and it's encrypted or not encrypted and all kind of things that can be on that machine, and Calamares had the, yeah, sometimes it crashed, simple as that. So this tool is a great tool to actually erase everything. I don't know if I could or if I can. I think I'll better wait to launch it. But this tool, Gparted, is well known as a package that can erase everything. Tabula rasa, right? The chalkboard, is that the word, chalkboard? You clean everything up and then you start again from scratch. No partitions, no encryptions, there's nothing. It's like the hard disk or the SSD is coming out of the shelf of the store. Nothing on it. That's the best way for any operating system, Windows, Mac, Linux alike. Everything off and then start from scratch. Oh yeah, toggle quickly, toggle log. So if you want to see if he's still busy, is he still downloading? So here we see all the packages that he got, because you select something. Well, yeah, if you select something, you download something, right? And that's why it takes so long. How much do you pay for your internet connection? Not that much. Well, it will take a little bit longer if you have selected a lot. So before I press done, I almost pressed done. Let's have a look at Gparted. So what you do is you select something and you throw it in the wastebasket. That's basically all you need to do. Select something in the wastebasket, but you do that before you run Calamares, right? Now Calamares is in charge. This we can remove, it's red, but this we can't remove. Calamares is busy. Voila, let's have a look what we have. So this is a video about advanced installation. I think it's best to make 2 videos, one for the base. And this is a little bit new. We've added some icons, courtesy of the Garuda theme. I found the code somewhere and I thought, oh, sometimes you boot up and you want to shut down right immediately. So now we have these things to actually say stop. All right. That's for the July release, not the June release, right? So be patient. So this is our look. Watch out for Wayland, Qt Wayland, domed Wayland. This is my password. This is my SDDM theme. I click here. So never Wayland in virtual boxes. Awesome. Let's go over them. Log in. So this is the same welcome screen, but after you update, after you reboot, right, it gives you a different kind of communication, telling you guys if you want to have help. Wow. Telegram is for chit chat, so I'll talk about Linux, of course, but anything Linux, and Discord is for pure Discord talk, ArcoLinux talk, Kali talk. a riser talk, ALCI, anything from our project, right? That's where we focus. That's your support right there. We have an install software button that we have. The question is, of course, not every ISO has this link that's behind it. So the D is a super minimal thing. So there is no, and that's the name, ArcoLinux PAMAC all behind it. Launch ArcoLinux tweak tool is indeed behind it. So we don't want to make things too bloated. The D is bare, voila, deal with it. It's the way it is. So here we have all kind of options. Super Q. You have to learn these keyboard shortcuts, right? Auto start, off, update again. So it's important to update these ArcoLinux mirrors. And that's that, right? We have our awesome things to remember. Super, enter. Super, shift, enter. Super, shift, D. Firefox, if it exists, it's there. Oh, wait for it. Super Q, quit. And super X, logout. And that's all you need to know as basics. There are many more keyboard bindings, but this is it. Each time you'll hear me say the same things. We go into BSPWM, Ctrl-T. This thing up here, sound is not installed, right? It wants to know what's the sound, and it can't. So never mind that. Super Shift D. Sorry, again, stop. Super Q, Super Q, Super Enter, Super Shift D, Super Shift Enter. Now Super Shift D. Wow, and now Super X, and then we log out again. And you see, it gave a communication that we're on XFS. I can show you that as well. Ctrl-T, DUF, right? DUF. Remember the word DUF. XFS. So, Super Enter, Super Shift Enter, Super Shift D, Escape, Super Q, log out. We're back out. Left WM, login, Ctrl-T, that's also possible. Super Enter, right? Super Shift Enter, Super Shift D, Escape, Super X, logout, L. Yeah, we don't use our mouse that often on TileWinner managers. That's the point. So, Ctrl-T, Super T, Super Enter, Super Shift Enter, Super Q, Super Q, Super Q, Super Q, Super Shift D, Escape, Super X, log out. And last but not least, Xmonad. And remember, these are all things that are not a desktop. These are not desktops. I mean by that, they're not complete. If you want to have things, there we go again. If you want to have sound, Bluetooth, cups, you name it, right? It's all up to you. Ctrl-T, Super Enter, Super Shift Enter, Super Shift D, Escape, Super X, log out. We're getting the hang of it. So you can, this is a question of a user, right? But what I would suggest, and maybe we should just show you, what I would suggest, if you're into TileWinner managers, fine, learn. But I would suggest to have a choice of a desktop, because it's good to fall back to something that works when you start working on code. If the code fails, it can easily break awesome, super easy. Qtile, same thing. Xmonad, same thing, right? And then what? You can't log into SDM, it's broken, black screen, whatever kind of message you get, right? But if, and that's the point, if you have something else that will always work, kind of fallback, right? Personally, I have this as fallback. Install XFCE. And it's simple. You can always, well, you see after an installation of Calamares, if you say, oh, I forgot to install this dusk thing, what's this about? Okay, install. And then of course Super X, well, let's close this nicely, Super Q, Super X, log out. And we have our fallback. And we've decided to install something more. Let's go to the something more and then to the fallback. Ctrl-Alt-T, Super, Enter, Super Shift, Enter, Super Shift D, Escape, Super X, log out. And then to the fallback. XFCE. And it will always look different. It's the point that it looks different. It's not going to be exactly the same as an ArcoLinux BI3 or exactly the same as, but this looks quite good actually, right? This looks exactly the same thing. We do have 8 of them down here, you see, and I believe we have 4 on ArcoLinux. So it is all about settings and configuration, but this is the learning school. This is ArcoLinuxD ISO. This is, yeah, another thing. This will never change. Whatever, how long you update and how much you type up and all that, that's just a message that the operating system you're on was built with the ISO 220701. It will never change. It's a fixed point in time. That's where you started. And then you keep on rolling. Right, a long video, but hopefully good instructions, right? All right, cheers.